Hey BCOM, my name is Dr. Moore and I'm the Program Director for Business Communication and the Director of the Business Communication Center here. This video is to follow up on a few things that Victoria McCready, who's one of our BCOM faculty, talked about in the other video you watched. Let's look at the syllabus. In the first video, Professor McCready talked about how she sees herself like a personal trainer for business communication and for her students. And that's a really great way to think about how you can get the most out of your classes here at UTD. This lab was designed to help you get the most out of your time here at JSOM. And my personal sub-goal there is I want you to get out of here in a timely manner. I want you to maximize the resources that you have and save money by finishing in a really timely manner. So everything in this lab is set up for that. Students who've taken in a lab in the past have said it does work like that. They find that these things which are deliberately timed with assignments or things that are happening in JSOM can help them succeed. So let's take a minute to look at our syllabus and talk about a few policies. This information will be on a quiz, so listen carefully. First off, you will see that of course this is a lab. The lab is 10% of your grade for your main BCOM course. So our lab grade will be 100 points. If you're taking my class for BCOM 1300 through 300, I'll do a 1,000-point scale. Some professors do that a little bit differently, but it's always worth 10% for every student who takes this class. Our lab is completely online and asynchronous. There are no live meetings. You can work ahead on this. Once the modules are open, you are more than welcome to go several weeks in advance if that's what you would like to do. This lab is supposed to help complement your BCOM course. If we scroll down just a little bit on the syllabus, you will see that we have three big objectives for this lab. First, we want to help you make informed choices about university life and professional development. Now, many other universities, including here in Texas, will have a whole class just on professional development. But again, I'm really big on saving you time and money. So we are folding this into this online lab so that you're not having to pay for an additional course. That's amazing. We also want to think about tactics for successful careers as students, interns, and future employees. That sounds really vague, but that means we're going to look at some soft skills that you absolutely can add into your resume once you start writing it. And then finally, talking about appropriate communication tools and strategies. So you are going to earn a series of certificates through LinkedIn Learning, which the university pays for premium LinkedIn Learning for you. And you will leave this lab with certificates in Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and then there's one additional one on resilience that students find really useful at the very end of the semester. All of those are things that you can use to populate your LinkedIn profile. And for those of you who maybe had office certification in high school or already, those are going to be really easy. For those of you who've not had any of that, they found it useful. In fact, I've had students who are certified in Office who find the Excel one a really good review. There is nothing to buy for this lab. Everything is up free, or you paid it when you paid JSOM fees. That means just like your class, you have this access to premium LinkedIn Learning at no cost. You have access to premium Grammarly, no additional cost, do not go pay for it. And you have something really exciting called Quincia, which is based on almost exactly a real applicant tracking system that replicates the process of applying for jobs online and gives you experience doing that. For the deadlines in this class, every single week is due at 1 p.m. on Friday. However, I got feedback last semester that students really could have used a grace period after that in case anything happens, technology, life. So this semester, based on their request, I'm going to extend it so you have until 11:59 p.m. as our grace period. No points off. But the official deadline is 1 p.m. I kind of would rather y'all have fun on Friday night and not be working on the lab. That is my personal take on that. You can ignore it. All right, so here's our schedule for the lab. This is on the syllabus that you can download. You'll see that this is all about success in JSOM. Next week, we're going to hear about career management from our JSOM Career Management Center. After that, we'll talk about resume writing, what you might be doing and learning for your degree, and then we'll go into PowerPoint, Word, Excel, setting you up for registration, so we'll explain how to do that, a whole week on that, which is awesome, and really easy. Then we'll talk about ThinkCell, which is an advanced add-in that you, again, can get through for free through UT Dallas called ThinkCell. Spring break off, absolutely. And then we'll end up with some, I think, really nice general topics about strengths development, personal presence, attending a JSOM event, and I think that it's so useful to go through the first half of the semester, but all my favorite stuff is in that second half where you really get into just ways that you can be professionally successful. You will see one thing I do want to point out is right there, you will be required to attend some UTD event. I don't care what it is, as long as it's a real UTD event, but some people found this semester, so I'm recording this at the end of fall, that it is kind of useful to go ahead and work ahead on that. So maybe look for something now that might be a good thing that you can attend and then post about. One way that you can do that is to use Hire JSOM, which you'll learn more about next week, but that is one place that you can go to register for official Career Management Center events. The other thing that I want to scroll back up and point out is that you are welcome to reach out to me if you have questions. Please note this video I'm recording, I said fall, but it will be shown throughout 2022. And what will happen with the lab is there will be anywhere between 700 to almost 2,000 students. So if you have a question, I'd ask that you send that to blab@utdallas.edu, and either I will answer that email or our TA will answer that email. When you do that, please use your UT Dallas email to ask me any questions. The last thing that I want to point out is down here at the very end, so you just scroll through, there's a lot of policies here that talk about general things. Most of these are the exact same as what's in your your BCOM course. And you'll notice there it talks about the assignment deadlines, which you've already reviewed. And then way down here, I want to point out the comment creed, which is, as a comment, I pledge honesty, integrity, and service in all that I do. That's really sort of the bottom line theme of all of this throughout the course, is thinking about how we can set you up to do really well, not just while you're here at JSOM, but also when you're volunteering and performing service, when you're doing your internship, and later when you are out of here and a graduate, an alum, and representing the university wherever you end up. So that's the basic information that you'll need as you go into your quiz.